People keep saying the same thing every time he appears in public. He still looks exactly like Mr. Bean. But here's the strange part. Rowan Atkinson has spent years trying to move on from that face, that character, and that shadow. So why can't the world let it go? Before we break it down, make sure you subscribe because the truth behind iconic celebrities is rarely as simple as it looks. Rowan Atkinson didn't just play Mr. Bean. He became a face recognized in nearly every country on Earth. Long before viral memes or social media, his expressions alone told entire stories. No dialogue, no explanations, just a raised eyebrow, a tilted head, and that unmistakable stare. And decades later, people still see it the moment he walks into a room. What's surprising is that Rowan never expected Mr. Bean to dominate his life the way it did. When the character first appeared, it was meant to be experimental physical comedy, inspired by silent film legends. No one predicted it would turn into a global obsession. But once audiences locked onto that face, there was no separating the man from the character. Even now, when Rowan appears older, more reserved, and far removed from slapstick chaos, fans react the same way. Clips circulate online saying, "Why does he still look like Mr. Bean?" As if time simply paused for him. But the truth is more complicated. Behind the scenes, Rowan Atkinson has been clear about one thing. He doesn't actually like Mr. Bean as a person. He's described the character as selfish, chaotic, and emotionally unaware, everything Rowan himself is not. Playing Bean was physically exhausting, mentally draining, and far more stressful than people imagine. Yet that's the role audiences cling to most. And that contrast only deepens the fascination. In recent years, Rowan returned to physical comedy with projects like Man vs. Bee and Man vs. Baby. Each time, viewers instantly made the same comparison. Same movements. Same facial tension. Same energy. It didn't matter that the characters were different. People saw Mr. Bean anyway. That's when rumors started creeping in. Photos of Rowan looking tired or serious sparked claims online. Some posts suggested he was unwell. Others implied he had changed too much. But those claims didn't hold up. In reality, Rowan has remained active, working selectively and living quietly, intentionally staying away from social media to avoid the noise. And that silence, it made the speculation louder. Without constant updates, people filled in the gaps themselves. Every rare public appearance turned into a moment of scrutiny. His expressions, his posture, his face. Fans weren't just seeing Rowan Atkinson, they were searching for Mr. Bean. But here's the real reason he still looks like the character. Mr. Bean wasn't just makeup or costume. The character was built entirely around Rowan's natural facial structure and physical instincts. Those exaggerated expressions weren't invented, they were amplified. So when people say he still looks like Mr. Bean, what they're really saying is that the character never existed separately from him in the first place. That's a blessing and a burden. Most actors spend careers chasing one unforgettable role. Rowan found his early, and spent the rest of his life trying not to be trapped by it. Yet audiences don't want distance. They want familiarity, nostalgia, comfort. And seeing his face instantly takes them back to simpler times. That emotional attachment is powerful. Even Rowan himself has admitted that Mr. Bean opened doors he could never have imagined. At the same time, it closed others. Serious roles were often overlooked. His intelligence, including a degree from Oxford, rarely enters the conversation. The public doesn't see the man. They see the memory. And maybe that's why the conversation keeps coming back. Rowan Atkinson doesn't just resemble Mr. Bean. He represents an era of comedy that didn't need words, controversy, or explanations. Just timing, expression, and human awkwardness. That's not something age erases. So when people say he still looks like Mr. Bean, what they're really admitting is this: some characters become so deeply embedded in culture that they never fade, no matter how much the actor evolves. And the real question isn't why Rowan Atkinson looks like Mr. Bean. It's why we still need him to. If you enjoyed this deep dive into iconic celebrity moments and hidden truths, subscribe now, because the stories behind the faces are always more interesting than they seem.